What's happening, guys? My name is bigMooney. This is some Caspian Border Battlefield 3 beta gameplay. When I'm talking right now, the beta has closed. That's what I hear, at least anyway, and makes me unhappy. But but yeah, the beta has ended today. So yeah, we just need to wait on the actual release of the game. I've got a little sort of stockpile of videos to sort of slowly release to you guys up until the release of Battlefield 3. Right here is another attempt at me flying the planes. I disabled a helicopter there, but I didn't get any kills, which is fantastic. Still yet to get any kills with the jet. I'm not so great at flying them like I was talking about last night. I did say that I couldn't use my controller. Apparently you need to have the controller plugged in before you even go on the game, so I put it in when I was in the game already. And I should have had this guy. I really should have had this guy. Like, with a bit more practice and stuff like that, then I probably would have killed that guy, but no. People keep saying to me, like, oh, buy a what they call it, a joystick. Buy a joystick. This is a weird sort of way that I fell here. I flew up in the air before I fell back down again. Yeah, buy a joystick. It's like, well, I'm not made of money, so I've already got my controller. Apparently it controls the same way it does in 1943. That's what someone said to me. With a controller, it will control the same way. So if that's the case, then I will be a very happy man. I got a bit unlucky here with the way that I dropped down. I tried to get away from whatever the fuck was shooting at me, and I ended up just getting taken out. Yeah, I haven't recorded a lot of really good games, but I did record this one here. 21-4. I was like, oh yes, I'm happy I done pretty well, and that is all I got of that game, because I'm a fucking idiot. I didn't hit record that full match. I had a really good game, and I didn't hit record, so I sort of like, I was like, yeah, that was good, and I looked up to the bottom, to the top left corner, and usually like, it tells me how many frames per second I'm getting. It's green if I'm not recording, and it's orange when I am, and I looked up and it was green. I was like, no! Oh man. Yeah, that's me being an idiot. Also, you might have noticed so far that there's no sound on the gameplay. That was also my bad, because I always forget before I go on to record games to make sure the sound is recording, make sure it's set to the right things, because it does this stupid thing. DxTory is the program that I use. Basically, whenever I put in my like headset, like I'm wearing right now, my PX21s, my Turtle Beaches, it doesn't change automatically. It will still be recording what's coming out of the speakers, and because it's set to the speakers, there's nothing coming out of the speakers, so you get no sound. And it's the same the other way around. If I've got this setup, well, actually, if I take these out, I think it automatically defaults back to the speakers again. But yeah, I end up with no sound sometimes. But could you tell me, what do you think of the quality of the gameplays, or basically the quality of the video that you're watching right now? I messed about with my settings a little bit. I felt like I was getting too much lag on my gameplays, and it was really decreased from the quality of what we were watching. Now, this one looks a bit more smooth and stuff like that, so tell me what you think of that. And yeah, but yeah, Caspian, I really enjoyed my little, limited experience that I played Caspian, of my experience with Caspian. I played a bit yesterday. I played it for about 3 hours or so yesterday, or the day before. In total, I played about 4 hours or something like that of it, and I really enjoyed it. It was different, obviously, from Metro. It's a completely different, completely different game. It works completely differently. Whereas, Metro is totally gun on gun, whereas this is mainly about the vehicles and stuff. Vehicles play a massive part in this map, especially, the Conquest game mode. The way the map plays out, I feel it really focuses around mainly, probably about 2 or 3 of the flags, especially. A couple of the flags you don't really see a lot of action on. But then there's like there's a flag right in the middle. Obviously, that's usually where things sort of happen, is right in the middle of the map. It's called the hilltop. Basically, it's this big hill in the middle of the fucking map, and you can approach it from flags on either side. This is one of the flags here. I spend a lot of my time on this flag actually. I've noticed that. I noticed that on some of the games I was playing, that I seem to revolve around this flag. Obviously it's just my playstyle, and I seem to do pretty well in this one actually. I've learned what happens in this one. Those stairs there, they're weird. I think I don't know if it's this gameplay or another one, but one time I was trying to go up the stairs and I get stuck on the fucking stairs. It's like, what? And then I ended up getting killed because of it. The knife I don't like so much. Like, from the front, the whole 3 hits or 2 hits. I think it's 3 hits to kill someone from the front. I think it takes 33% health, for a knife slash. If it's going to be, I don't know, a 2-hit kill, or if it's not going to be a 1-hit kill from the front, I think it should be about 75% sort of damage, the same way like a sniper bullet is. I think also it might be this gameplay as well, but bolt action snipers do not kill in one shot, no matter how close you are to them. I don't know how I feel about that. I think it's probably, I would say it's probably a good thing, because you're not going to have those people that are running about quick scoping all the time. I mean, not that there's anything massively wrong with that. It's just fucking annoying when someone kills you from point blank range because he's got a sniper, and there's nothing you can do about it. But yeah, like, see the thing there with the hit markers, I pointed this out a couple of days ago. Whenever you get in a tank, it gives you a hit marker, or whenever you change view from outside to inside, it gives you a hit marker. It's a weird glitch. But there's not a lot of glitches on the Caspian sort of build of the game. I think that what I heard was the build of Caspian, the Caspian Border map, the whole game is sort of, it's a newer build of the game than the Operation Metro sort of build. The reason I think for this is, Operation Metro was ready to go about 3 months ago or something. I heard it was like a 3-month-old build, but I had to wait on sort of confirmation or whatever from Sony and Microsoft to be released on consoles. Look at this guy running away. It was a weird, if you watch that closely, the guy had a weird running glitch. I've seen it before, but it's pretty funny. But the old Operation Metro build had to await approval from Sony and Microsoft to get onto the consoles first, whereas Caspian was only really available in beta on PC, and they're allowed to just sort of put that up straight away. So that's the reason I think that the Caspian build was a lot newer and stuff like that. But there was a lot less glitches. There was obviously still some, like you just saw a flash there on the screen. The green sort of flash that keeps coming up. It's not as prevalent as what it was on Metro, but it's still there. There was obviously like one of those beta logs videos I posted the other day where a tank started fucking floating. It was weird. There's still some glitches, and obviously DICE will address those. But I think all the Operation Metro ones, what I heard was that I think DICE tweeted this out, or Daniel Matros of DICE, the community manager guy. He tweeted out that basically like 95% of the glitches you see in Operation Metro have already been fixed before they even put that beta out. Like I said, it's just because they had to wait on confirmation of or approval from Sony and Microsoft to give you that beta. That it was an old build, and obviously they've been working on it since that build had been made. But yeah, that's basically what the problems is with that. It's not like they've left at last minute to fix all these things that are like, oh my god, it's a pile of shit. No, it's like, some of the stuff's already been fixed, and I have full confidence in DICE. Because DICE have supported their games well in the past. It's not like Infinity Ward and stuff like that, back when Modern Warfare 2 was king, and there was so many things wrong with it, and everyone's like, oh my god, Infinity Ward, Robert Bowling, fix this. And they all just sort of like sat there and went, no. You know what I mean? It's sort of like, I think it's something to do with Activision, all that sort of shit, but I'm not here to talk about that. Yeah, look at this guy just camping in his corner there. I'm using the UMP here. I think this was the first match that I used the UMP. I don't know. It may have been, may have not. I'm not entirely sure. It was one of the first matches I used it. Lots of people have been using this thing non-stop. I'm not entirely sure if it's overpowered or not. It gives off the impression that it is because so many people are using it. But then again, other guns kill just as fast. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, see, that guy there was using it. He just saw it dropping there. But I mean, if it's so popular, I think it does sort of represent that the gun is probably seen as better than others. It might just be the iron sights or whatever. People are just, it's easier to use or something like that. But if DICE are going to, if it's overpowered, DICE, I'm pretty sure would address that. It's weird, like you just saw there, I vaulted up the stairs, like straight. Like I'm walking up the stairs here. I think it is here actually. It gets me killed. I couldn't jump up that fucking stair, and then I jump down here and then I get killed. That's fantastic. Well done. Now right here when I'm sort of parachuting in, that's when you spawn on a spawn point, portable spawn point. I'm not entirely sure what the fucking deal is with those. Like on Operation Metro, you spawn right on them, but here, like you float in on the parachute, and then I don't like it. Like I don't like floating in like that because, like you just saw there, it got me killed. Like, this time here, that guy must have been dealt with or something, because I've got teammates down in front of me. But I don't like it. It's too slow. The parachuting is far too slow. Like, I always left it in Bad Company 2. I always left, you know, opening my parachute till the last, like, second. You know, just let yourself drop and then open the parachute. Maybe that could be an idea for them. Instead of us just sort of floating in, you're a sitting duck that way. You're a dead man. There's nothing you can do. You can try and maneuver about a little bit when you're in the air, but you're far too slow to do anything about it if the guy shooting at you has a half decent aim. But if you could just drop and then open your parachute by yourself, I'd see that as a bit better. You know, that way you can sort of get into the action pretty fast. You're not there instantly, like, you know, you're not just spawning on it and then getting killed or killing people or whatever. You get to drop in and pick where you want to land, and you don't get killed instantly. I would see that as a balanced way of doing it, but, you know, not a fan of the slow parachuting. So yeah, I've enjoyed, like I said, I enjoyed my time on this map. It's good to play something different, but it's you know, I felt at times like it's a bit too slow. Conquest mode, I don't know, like in past Battlefield games, Conquest mode hasn't been a favourite mode of mine. I know Conquest mode is generally seen as, you know, this is what Battlefield is, because this is Battlefield's game mode. Of course it is, I know that. I don't know why I fired an RPG here, but whatever. If I hit something, I hit something. It was that guy's kit. I'm not wasting anything there. But yeah, Conquest mode is seen as Battlefield's thing. But I mean, I like fast-paced stuff as well, but I like the feel of Battlefield. I don't know. You just saw there, that Jeep there. Now, I did say in my first Caspian video, I was like, why the fuck am I taking damage here when I was sitting in my tank? I know what it is now. Like, lots of people pointed these things out. Whenever I ask a question about something, I usually get about 100 replies to this, like, what's going on here? And everyone just sort of, like, tells me what's happening. Like, in Operation Metro, the first one I posted of that, I died randomly. I'm like, what the fuck happened? And it turned out I was standing in the fire like a fucking idiot. And then I got so many people telling me that. Yeah, but when you're in a vehicle and it gets sort of disabled or what, yeah, it's basically called that. When it gets disabled, it's hard to move it properly. It happens with aircraft as well. It makes it really difficult to maneuver properly. But when it gets disabled, it takes damage. Basically, after a second or two, it will start taking damage. The way to stop this is to repair your vehicle to full 100%. That way it gets totally fixed. And it won't take damage anymore. So yeah, you need to repair the vehicle to 100%. You can't repair it to 99%, or else it will just, you know, keep taking damage. Right there, that's the thing that I don't like about Caspian. Like, there's these little roads that shouldn't be doing this, I don't think, but there's these little roads that lead down to bits where water is, and then the road continues through the water and out the other side. You should be able to drive there, but because you drive into the water, it ejects you out of your fucking car. Shouldn't do that. It's past Battlefield games have had bits like that where you've been able to drive through no problem, but if you go into water too deep, then it will eject you out. But that there, the water doesn't seem very deep, but it still throws you out the car. I got like an easy double kill doing that, because I was like sort of walking along like this riverbed here, and this Jeep came flying down, going past me, and it ejected two guys out, and they didn't see me, so I just fucking mopped them up. Yeah, so that's the thing. I'm not entirely sure what the fuck to talk about now, man. I've pretty much covered all this sort of stuff about this sort of map combo type thing. Helicopters, why not talk about that? Helicopters, I've flown them for a little bit. I can pilot the helicopters not bad. I can work them. It gets to a point where you take so much damage that the helicopter just drops out of the sky. It's not like Bad Company 2 where you can take 99% damage and then fly away and repair and come back again. Once you take a certain amount of damage, the thing just fucking drops out of the sky. So it's pretty cool that way. It's pretty realistic and stuff like that. Once you take like a shitload of damage, you can't eject out of the... Once you go to 0% in a jet, you can't eject. It doesn't let you. So it's a good sort of balanced way of looking at it. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll have some more commentary up for you soon when I can make some time for it. Don't forget to leave a rating, stuff like that. And also, if you've got Battlefield 3 beta clips, good clips, then send them into the top 5 plays. I'll have a link in the description for you guys. All the details will be down there.